stay hydrated. Very important. So, where did we leave off? We left it off at the end of Bangkok. And where did I go? To the north of Thailand. I went to Chiang Mai, I went to Pai. I'm gonna tell you all about it. I guess I could say that Thailand is a place where there's a lot of first times for me, as in first time doing something. I might start with the most obvious one, going from Bangkok to Chiang Mai. I took a sleeper train, which is something that I've never done before. I did a 12-hour train ride from Bangkok all the way to Chiang Mai, and it was interesting to say the least. It's actually more comfortable than you would imagine, but trying to fall asleep in a bed that's constantly moving was a bit of a weird experience. I did manage to get some sleep. Not enough though, but I really enjoyed it. Once I got into Chiang Mai, I met up with my friend Kati there, who I met in Bangkok, and we scootered all the way to Pai with our other friend called Jake. So it was also a first time for me driving a scooter, which, if you don't know me yet, I'm an avid cyclist in Brussels, but I've never driven two-wheeled with the motor before, so that was my first time scootering. People told me, oh, you shouldn't do it, it's pretty dangerous, you have to be very careful, I wouldn't recommend it, but we did it. It was insanely fun. We scootered for 3.5 hours from Chiang Mai all the way to Pai. Part of it in pouring rain, but that's just part of the experience. The first minutes were kind of difficult on the scooter, but once I got a bit more at ease and knew how to drive the thing, incredibly fun. And once we got to Pai, it was very practical to move around with the scooters, as Pai is not super big, but some of the stuff I moved pretty far away from a hostel, so having a scooter was definitely a must-have. Speaking of Pai, Pai has been my highlight of this trip so far. So, I spent 6 days in Bangkok, which I enjoyed, but not that much. Then I got to Chiang Mai, which is Thailand's second biggest city, so still a pretty big city, and I didn't know how much I wanted to get out of the city until I got to Pai, which is, it's a small town 150 kilometers north of Chiang Mai, where it basically feels like a big village. The nature there is just breathtaking. Our hostel was right in the middle of some rice fields with nice big open spaces where you could just chill all day. I really needed that. The vibe there was just super nice. Obviously it's a lot of Western backpackers there, but it did still feel kind of like a small town where everybody kind of knew each other. It was really nice. I met so many cool people there, so tonight I'm to talk about what's been, again, the highlight of this week. It's the people. There's Kati, who I met in Bangkok and who joined me for my trip to Chiang Mai and to Pai. And I've been really enjoying spending time with her, traveling together. We get along super well. But Jake, our American friend, joined us for the ride from Chiang Mai and to Pai, and then stayed in Pai a bit longer than us. So we unfortunately had to say goodbye to him at some point. But big love to Jake, was very fun traveling with him. And then we met these two lovely Spanish ladies named Andrea and Cecilia, who joined me for some very fun activities, including another first that I've never done before, kayaking in a cave. We went kayaking inside a cave where bats live. I got to see a spider probably the size of my face live, which was kind of scary but also very cool. We got to go down some rapids, which was not very fun because I didn't pack a swimsuit. I didn't think I would need one, but I got absolutely drenched. And then I was also joined by my friends for another new activity, which is ice baths. A lot of my friends back home take cold showers, ice baths, but I was never really a firm believer in that, but I've been starting to take cold showers either by choice but most of the time because some of the hostels don't really have hot water anymore. So I was already kind of dabbling in the cold water game, but taking a bath full of ice cubes is really a different experience. I managed to last 2.5 minutes in my first ever ice bath, but to say it was enjoyable was probably a bit of a stretch. But it's good, it helps like you work on controlling your body with your mind, and it gets you a bit more in touch with your body. So I'm really grateful for all these people I met in Pai. I'm very blessed to have met all these people who make my life a bit more enjoyable on a day-to-day basis, and so big love to them. And we're just a room full of strangers looking for something to save us. I won't take ever Chiang Mai, to be honest, I didn't enjoy it that much. I found it kind of boring. There's not a lot to see in my opinion. Yeah, we saw some very cool temples with Kati. The Muay Thai fights were very, very nice, albeit a bit touristy. There wasn't like one Thai person watching those fights. It's only foreigners. And when I came back from Pai to Chiang Mai, so at the end of my trip in the north, I ended up meeting up with Andrea and Cecilia again, where we went to see a very nice jazz show at a jazz bar. The guys were just straight up ripping it for an hour. Absolutely insane musicians, and so I was really, really happy to see that. But I can't really say that Chiang Mai blew me away like it did to some people. It's nice, but I wouldn't recommend spending more than 2 or 3 days there, to be honest. Now that I've been here for a couple of days already, I'm also starting to feel very grateful to be here. Obviously not everyone can quit their job and go travel for a while, so maybe once or twice a day I'll have like this, whoa, like I'm traveling Southeast Asia on my own, and I get to do all these cool stuff and meet all of these lovely people, and I'm very fortunate for that. And I also know that it doesn't last forever, so I'm trying to make the most of it. I'm also very happy so far because I haven't really missed home or my friends. I haven't gotten homesick too much, so hopefully we can keep going on that positive note and keep enjoying Southeast Thailand to the fullest. But anyways, what's next? Well, I really start to feel the need to rest a little bit. The constant traveling, especially now traveling on scooters, has been very exhausting. It's taken quite a toll on my energy levels, and I feel like life is going at 1,000 miles per hour. So I'm really looking forward to going to the south and chilling there for a few days, resting well, and recharging my own batteries to be fully ready for the rest of my trip. But the downside of that is that most of my friends are heading to southern Thailand. We're not heading to the same spot, so I had to say my goodbyes to all of the very nice people I've met so far, so that was very sad, and hopefully I won't miss them too much, but I know I probably will, so we'll see what happens a bit further down the line. Northern Thailand was the big cities and the forest, and now I'm heading off to the sunshine and the nice beaches, so looking forward to share those stories with you guys, and until then, take care, see ya, bye bye.